Hi, this is the second post of the Producer Journal. Please like and subscribe. Really helps reach more people. I hope the series is going to be of use to people. Again, just to recap on the first post, trying to give something back to people looking to get into the music business. A little bit about my experience, producer of 20 years, always been in music, got a studio, management and publisher. But really looking to create a series of posts to give an insight into my experience with music. And the second iteration is about value. In the music industry, it seems to be the case that everybody contemplates doing things for free in order to get ahead, get opportunities, not be looked over because, given the choice between someone who does something for free and someone who charges, you don't want to lose out on an opportunity, And I've got a bit to say about that. I think it depends on the situation, but cost creates value. A transaction creates value. I think it's the case that when there is something on the table, when there is something at stake, that creates value, that creates pressure on the person delivering, in this case, maybe a producer or a writer, mix engineer, mastering engineer, whatever. And then on the other hand, there is the expectation of the person who's paying for the service. I think in the music industry, this is a very taboo subject. It's like you can't ask for money. You want to be charging for the work. You can't want it enough. You can't want the opportunity enough if you're asking to be paid. This is very unusual. I can't think of many other industries where this ever happens. You want something, you pay for it. You don't do something for someone on the basis that if they like it, they're going to pay you. You don't buy a pair of trainers, try them on, wear them, take them out the shop, and then come back and pay the shop later if you like the experience, you like the trainers. You want that thing, you pay for it. And I'm really passionate about creating value from your work and knowing your value, knowing your worth. Obviously, there's going to be exceptions to that. There's going to be maybe a big artist or some big opportunity that feels like a real turning point in your career, and maybe there is something to be said for, all right, maybe you can work with that and not need to be paid. But generally speaking, know your worth, know what your value is always.